Hello. It has been just a little while, and I definitely need some Alani today. The cherry slush is pretty freaking good. Okay, now that I'm slurping here, right, let's get it started. Welcome to Fandemically Reviewed Comics, part of the Fandemic. Each episode, I'm going to read a couple of comics, go over the creative team, where you might recognize their work from, and tell you 10 things about the book. And I'll give my quick thoughts. Also, you can make up your own damn mind if you want to read the comic or just stay caught up with the story. All in about 10 to 20 minutes. I'm the self-proclaimed Emperor of Awesome, Bradley Butin, and this is Fandemically Reviewed. The clock is ticking. Let's talk some comics. I got two books for you today. The first book I'm going to do is Green Arrow number 11, and the second book is going to be Darth Maul, Black, White, and Red, number 1. And let's go over my review system really quick here. 1 out of 5 is going to be a you shall not pass. And those are for I'm missing something or just something I didn't like. 2 out of 5 is going to be an are you not entertained. It's okay. I can take it or leave it. Right there in the middle, and I'll be back. That's going to be, did I miss something? Either way, I'm going to either read it again or I'm going to follow the story a little bit longer. If it's a movie, I will definitely watch it again. 4 to 5 is going to be a May the Force be with you. I love it. I want to be in the fandom. I'm going to collect it. And top brass is going to be a no. I am your father. Those are for those life-changing events, which cliffhangers happen a lot more in comics that I'm finding out. So you just got to get the right title. I know Batman's getting a new suit here soon in a comic, 148, I believe, but I could be wrong, 43 or 48. So June 5th, whatever that's going to be. Okay, let's start talking about the first book that I got for you is Green Arrow number 11. Let's talk a little bit about the creative team. The creative team is Josh Williamson. So you know him from The Flash, Robin, Birthright, Dark Knight's Metal. He's done a bunch. He is DC's it guy. The guy is just so good. He's doing Duke, Cobra Commander, which Duke is wrapped up. I think Cobra Commander wraps up soon. I think there might be one more issue of both. It's either 5 or 6, but both are stellar books as well. You should definitely go buy them or listen to the reviews that I have of them. This is the artist on this one is Sean Isaac. I'm saying this so wrong. Isaacse. It's Izaakse. I apologize for that. You can find his work on Thunderbolts, Pathfinder, Fantastic Four, Captain America, Captain Marvel, Dark Knights of Steel, a little bit all over the place. Indies, Marvel, DC. Also, Phil Hester. Yes, Phil Hester is credited as an artist in here, and that is freaking awesome. Swamp Thing. Revolutionized Swamp Thing. Probably my favorite art from Phil Hester is Swamp Thing. I don't think anybody does it better than Phil Hester. Batman, The Crow, Invincible. Dude, that's an awesome resume. Man, Phil Hester's amazing. I actually have his autograph on a Swamp Thing cover, and I wish I would have pulled it out and I would have did a little show and tell. But anyway, also another artist on here is Eric Gapster. Action Comics, Gotham City as well. Colorist was Romulo Ferrado Jr. And the letter is Troy Pateri. I don't go in a lot into the work of that because they're letters and colorists. They're awesome, and they've done a ton of stuff as well. It's a group. They're doing a lot of the same thing. So some of the main characters in this book is Green Arrow, of course, Connor Hawk, Roy Harper, Red Arrow, Speedy, Arrowette, Red Canary, the Justice League, sorta. Amanda Waller, and Malcolm Merlin as the top people in this book. And if you're watching this on TikTok, guys, follow me. Yeah, let's talk about this stuff. Okay, let's get into the 10 things that happened in this book. Number one, so pick it up to where we left off in 10, okay? Roy and Green Arrow get ready to fight the Justice League. Well, now the fight is definitely going on. Security of the Justice League base is attacking Roy and Oliver in the forms of the Justice League. That's where the Justice League sort of gets in. They're testing everything out, like their powers and everything. It's kind of weird because they're not really them. How do they emulate Superman's powers, Martian Manhunters? So anyway, it just makes for cool visuals. Number 2, Red Arrow, Speedy, Arrowette, and Red Canary come in for backup, and it's awesome. 3, Oliver and Roy find what they're looking for in the mask that contains the Sanctuary files, and they barely make it out of the base alive. It's pretty close. 4, Oliver reaches out to Waller, letting her know that he has the files. But he decides to alter the deal just a little bit. So Oliver's demanding that he gets Malcolm Merlin. 5, Waller says she will take Oliver to Malcolm Merlin. 6, we start to get the origin story of Merlin. That's pretty cool because Oliver's a big part of it. I don't know if you've read all the comics or anything. Green Arrow, he's one of my favorites. I can't say he's my ultimate favorite because it changes a lot. It's either Green Arrow, Green Lantern, or Nightwing. It's usually my go-tos. Wolverine's in there, Venom's in there. But Green Arrow, I love his backstory. I like it more than Batman. I like it that he stayed at that street level vigilante not killer, but hero. Batman is too big. Okay, let's keep going. Number 6, we start to get the origin story of Merlin, from the circus and How I Met Oliver, from bratty rich teen to his star pupil. Oliver was best friends with Merlin's son, Tommy. Sounds familiar? Because that was in the show. 7, we go over the history between the two archers. We get to see why Merlin didn't want to just kill Oliver. Yeah, he wants him to feel alone. So this is pretty much, we're coming to the end of the first 12 issues. And that's what it's about. Him being alone. Number 8, Merlin says that he has been training for years since he was abandoned in the vortex. Number 9, Merlin has been learning all he can from the Sanctuary files, but wonders why Oliver isn't one of them that has gave video files. So I don't know if you've read where the Sanctuary comes place, Final Crisis. It's mental health. It's all about mental health, and these superheroes that are need help, right? It was their way of bringing everything. Well, this is what Amanda Waller has now, what she's trying to get. Number 10 is Merlin is going to kill Oliver with Oliver's very own family. May not be from that Earth, but we'll find out in the next issue. My rating of this book is easily May the 4th be with you. It's great. This series is great. Joshua Williamson is freaking amazing. The art team, so good. I love it. I really hope this stays going on. I think it is. I think they did sign on after 12. Let's go into book number 2. This is Darth Maul, Black, White, and Red. This is a Marvel comic, and the writer is Benjamin Percy. He's my favorite comic book writer. And when I found out he was doing Darth Maul, I said, sign me up. I put it on my pull list that day. He is also famous for doing a very, very good run on Green Arrow, Teen Titans, Nightwing, Wolverine, X-Force, Ghost Rider. So good. The art on here is from Stefano Raphael. New Gods, Birds of Prey, Batman, X-Men Adventures, X Factor, Conan the Barbarian. Dude, yes, yes, yes. The colorist is Raul Angulo, and the letterer is Joe Caramagna. The main characters in this book that you'll know, really, you're not going to know many, but Darth Sidious, the Emperor Palpatine, and Darth Maul. And this is taking place when he's alive, so you know you're in between. You're right either in during episode 1 or right before episode 1. And here is 10 things that happened in this issue. 1, Sidious gives Maul a mission and explains the importance after the chaos that happens with beings that know of the Sith, including Sidious and Maul. Race of beings, they're coming to tell the Republic about Maul and Sidious. We understand why this can't happen. 2, Sidious needs cold, brutal, precise weapon to take care of this matter in order to interrogate the Chaos leaders. And will they get there? We'll find out. 3, Maul's targets are Heldy Cerebron, Vasek Aldrich, and an unknown being. Number 4, Maul boards their ship, not without any issues, but sends the Shimtar, his ship, to an ice planet for safekeeping. 5, Maul feels this might be a test that Sidious is putting him through. 6, Maul meets people begging for help as their minds are sort of taken over. 7, Maul meets Heldy, but is able to take the being to the half-price store, if you get what I mean. Vasek is the next being that Maul meets and is able to fight and perhaps win. Number 9, Maul is asked to join the Chaos, but instead decides to blow everything way out of proportion and brings the fight to the ice planet. And 10, getting to the ice planet, he reaches out to Sidious, but his fight is not quite done yet. Okay, where am I going to rate this? I'm going straight up. May the Force be with you. I have high expectations for this. Benjamin Percy can do, like, this is right up his alley. He's got some of the best Wolverine that's ever been done, in my opinion. And I think that Maul and Wolverine are kind of similar in those in several ways. What book was better between the two? I'm gonna have to say Green Arrow. Green Arrow was better than the Darth Maul, just because we're almost at the end and this is at the beginning. So the Darth Maul, they're setting everything up, and I know the story arc from the Green Arrow will at least be over after the next issue. Now, what do you think? Have you read the book? Do you want to read the books after this? Let me know. How would you rank it? Okay. It's time to F me, find me, follow me, or friend me. Facebook at The Fandemic, TikTok at The Fandemic1, Instagram at The Fandemic1. If you feel there's more of a conversation, feel free to reach out and let's talk. Who knows, maybe you'll be the next guest on The Fandemic. If you want to support the show, there are several ways to do so. You can buy me a copy at buymeacoffee.com/thefandemic. Find me on Patreon at www.patreon.com/PVOTN-Fandemic. Become an episode assistant, an episode producer, a pre-bench producer like Stacy, or become part of the con. Yes, the Council of Nerds, starting at $5 a month. Become a monthly supporter. Or if you just want to give me money, I'm not going to say no. PayPal or Venmo at Bradley Butin. Or just share the show with someone you want to make a little more awesome. Don't forget to leave a 5-star review. And if you like this, check out All Things Fandemic. You can also order my kids' book, Leveling Up My Awesome and Stuffed Animal Night Force versus the Dream Invaders on Amazon for $7.99. Or contact me for autographed copies for just a little bit more. Okay, Green Arrow number 11 and Darth Maul, Black, White, and Red. You both just got Fandemically Reviewed.